It is mine.
Do you have syphilis?
No. And if I got it, it's from you anyway. It's mine. Jesus, it's bright there. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing? We excited? Anyone else coming inside? You go stand against that wall. Ooh, the naughty corner.
Where? Where's the naughty corner? Sorry, can I swap?
Getting it all tight, all excited. It's going to be an awesome night. We have a fairly good lineup, mainly because I'm on it. Oh, and we got Nick and Frank. I was a little worried they weren't going to make it. Cool. Are you two finished flirting? He might take you up to see his Batcave later. In his Bible. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, couple house rules. No smoking inside. There's a bathroom over there. There's another one over there. If you have any other issues, it's Jason's fault. Everything's Jason's fault. But
Jason, do you know there's going to be a bonfire outside?
Yeah, there's a bonfire outside.
Oh, and there's a bonfire outside.
Do we have to have it?
Are you cold?
No, do we have to have it? I'm just worried about fire. I'm a bit paranoid, that's all.
I've got 4 extinguishers, so it's alright.
Oh, good-o.
Do you two want the mic?
You don't need to leave.
Wait on it.
Yeah.
You should have weed before you got in there. It looks like a tight.
I do.
There's one over there and there's one through the kitchen. Or there's a bush outside.
Can't reach. Yeah.
Watering the gardens, it's dry season. Yeah, well, you are at a comedy event. Apparently, I'm supposed to be really funny. Don't touch the mic. Anyways, what was I going to say? Tonight has been catered by the catering services of Joe, who's hiding. And, ladies and gentlemen, it is her birthday. It was yesterday, okay?
Other Joe's Monday.
And other Joe is Monday. And there is cake. We got cake. Though Jason, being a party pooper that he is, won't let us light the candles. Something about not enough cake space for all the candles. And the fire hazard. So anyways, can I ask all of you to join me and sing both the Joes? Here's the other Joe, by the way. Both the Joes a very happy birthday. Come on, join with me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Joe. Happy birthday to you. And if you see the red glow, that's Joe being embarrassed, because that's what we do. Anyways. Oh, she's my driver. I've already eaten.
Tuck and roll.
Ooh, tuck and roll. That could work for me. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the first act of the night. Let's make some noise for Mr. Don Price!
Wait. Hit the button. There we go, the button is hit. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Don Price. Oh my God, look at this group here. Now we know that there is no social distancing. I can look around. I see, wow, more women than men. What is up, ladies? Good evening. Well, as you can see, we're here. We're going to do this. A lot of times, for me, since I speak American and half you people speak some sort of language that almost sounds like English, but you guys call it Aussie. I have no idea half the time what you guys are saying. So, we're going to start, huh? Nice. But, like I said, tonight is going to be one of these special nights because the thing is that it's just good to see a lot of you out and about. A lot of you just sort of being away from home, like me. They've called me an essential employee. I've worked every single day, haven't had a day off. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. I get some sympathy. The problem is that the reason I'm happy to go to work because my wife is working from home. My wife has not had a bra on in months. I almost didn't recognize her. She went out tonight. She put a bra on. I'm like, oh my God, who is this nice young lady here? And so she went in one direction. I'm here with you guys. And so, which is always fun because the party without my wife is like a day off. It's like, you know, I don't have to listen to her going, why are you talking to her? And why are you doing this? And why are you doing that? So, I'm going to pull out this one thing. Ladies,
No.
relax. It's not that bad. You know,
People back.
well, you know what? See, I'm pulling out this thing here because I like to call this my new scare white folks. You see, this is at work. They told us that we had to wear a mask. So I had my mother. She made this mask for me, and as you can see on the front of it, it has all the characters from Black Panther. The movie Black Panther. You know, you don't know. Oh, you don't know what that movie is. You've never seen it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You couldn't miss much.
And so at work, so they're like, oh, you got to have a mask on. You make sure that you keep yourself safe and all that. So I pulled this mask out, and lo and behold, would you believe? They're like, oh, sorry, mate, you can't wear that mask because that's not a work-approved mask. So then what I've done is that I've had some blacks on the back of it, and they still got upset. I'm just like, wow. So this is sort of my my burqa here in Perth, Australia, so I can walk around and literally go, you know, talk, not say the words, but be able to go, wow, this is not going to be good. You know, for me, like I say, living in Perth, Australia, is actually pretty funny because I sort of feel bad for a lot of folks who, I kind of got to stay up here. I sort of feel bad for a lot of young folks like my kids because they can't go out, they can't do anything. I'm sort of stuck with them. And then, you know, what I keep finding out that the government keeps giving them money, so they've got a whole pocket full of money that they can't spend anything on. And so like I say, so my life is sort of like is lost. I'm just lost because the kids are like, oh, we're never moving out because the government said that you can't throw us out now. And I'm like, oh, but the government didn't say that I couldn't burn the house down, did they? So all you folks who've got kids and people that don't want to leave home, call your insurance company. Put some more money on your house. Burn it down. Because you can't get in trouble from the government if you burn it down. Then I found out my youngest kid, she graduated from uni 2 years ago, and now she's acting like a stay-at-home mom at the age of 23. She's got no kids, but somehow the government told her that, hey, we're going to give you $55,000 to buy a house. And I'm like, great. Will she leave? No. She's not going to leave. And so that's why it just kills me to have to spend this time with you guys, to be away from the house, to be away from my lovely family. But I got Zig. You're like one of my children.
Oh God.
You know, you're literally like one of my children. You know, you like to say that you're black, but you're much lighter than I.
love my blackness. I'm not
Oh, okay. But like I say, folks, it's just good that everybody's out here. Let's see, what's the other thing that's been happening now? We can go to restaurants. And now everybody in Perth knows how fucked up the service at the restaurants have been. And they're on the news talking about, oh, we're just not making any money. I was like, no, you fuckers now have to be nice to people. I went and had dinner with a friend of mine at one of the pubs. And wow, I felt like I was in the States. People came up, they came to the table, they're like, oh, sir, is there anything else you need? I'm just like, I'm looking around going, there's got to be a camera because this cannot be real. I cannot be in Perth. You guys know how bad the service is. You know, you order your food, they give you a number, and then all they do is walk around and sling your food at you. Now, like I said, they bring it to you. They ask you if you need any more extra sauce. I've never been to any place in Perth where I actually didn't have to pay for sauce. And I'm like, looked at her and said, can I get some extra sauce? And she's like, whatever you need, sir. And I'm like, wow, I must be in an alternate universe because this shit it's not right. This is not supposed to be happening. You know, I just want to let everybody know we are here in the Matrix. So when any of your friends look at you and talk about, hey, we are, hey, mate, living the dream. No, you look at them, hey, mate, we're in the fucking Matrix. So remember, don't take the red pill, take the blue pill. Unplug. Thank you for your time. Have a nice evening. Let me bring Zhygi back. Thank you.
Dave. Don't be shy, mate. Sorry.
Don, we don't want to know about your little blue pills, okay? That's up to you and your wife. If you need blue pills, we support you, but you don't need to tell us about it. Yeah, no, lifetime subscription. I like the cute couple back there. You married or just as a single date?
Just met tonight.
Yeah, just met tonight.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
This is Sammy.
Oh, Tasmanian, gotcha. Oh, that's cute.
Missing cousin.
Holding hands, that's beautiful. Like you come to comedy, it's beautiful. Actually, we actually had a first a couple months ago before this Corona happened. We had a first date come to a comedy night at Bastine Hotel, and they made a mistake of sitting right in the front. They weren't dating when they left. But she did leave with a comedian, so you know, it was a good night. It was a good night overall for someone. Maybe we should get you on stage. You seem like a bit of a firecracker.
Yeah, high roller.
Ooh, this is kind of interesting. I want to know more now. What are you rolling?
That's the hand.
Sure. We'll talk later at the fire pit.
I'll keep you updated.
Okay, cool. And are you two married?
Yeah.
By choice? Almost. Okay. And then I saw you guys dating, couple, together? Just. Hey, Uber hookups, it's a new thing. It's a new category on Pornhub. Also, I hear, you know, I'm married, I don't do that things. Don't look at a Pornhub and stuff like that anymore. It's a filthy habit that it got expensive for me. Anyways, are we excited? Are we ready? Let's make some noise for one of Perth Social's very own, Donna. Let's make some noise.
Hey, tell you one line is that you got to answer. What's black and white?
Newspaper.
Yeah, newspaper. Where is the dead centre of Perth? Karikata. Where are dead people going to see kangaroos? Pinaroo. What do you call a man with a bus on him? Dead. Why did the banana go to the doctor? He wasn't feeling well. Why did the apple go to the doctor? The apple. He wasn't feeling right. How do you make time fly? You throw the clock out the window. Why did they call... Oh yeah. Why is the zebra crossing called a zebra crossing? It should be called a human crossing. How do you know when an elephant has been in your fridge? Your peanut butter is missing. And now I'm going to tell you some stories that happened. Yesterday I collect dolls, and I bought this dummy, and I walked around town, didn't realise I suck in it, and then I had attention. And then I collect babies, the dolls that look real, and I said to my friend, oh, what if I pretend to drop it? And the lady's walking behind me and goes, oh, I thought you were dropping the baby. I was like, no, it's okay, it's not real. And then I was in the chemist, and then the fire brigade would come, and I said, get me, please, get me, but it was the fire brigade. And that's all I have for tonight.
How good was Donna? She wrote that 10 minutes before we picked her up. Don't walk away, Donna. You see, they want encore. Yeah, we dared Donna at Bethany for about a year before she got on stage.
We saw her last time, but she was a lot better that time. I've seen it before.
Yeah. She is good, she's good. When are we getting you on stage?
Dave, go Dave!
Come on, Dave.
Dave.
We'll get Jason to reinforce the stage.
Get Dean on stage, Ziggy.
Dean,
Oh, get Dean.
go on.
He's ready
And you
to
can
go.
bring your sister with.
Sister Act.
Cousin.
Whoopee.
Sister, whatever.
Mrs. Who? Whoopi.
Sister Act.
Sister Act.
Sister Act.
Yeah, okay, I can go for that. You know?
I did.
Yeah.
Whoopee Google. Giggity. Oh, I haven't got no yarn.
That's good, that's good. And you two back there, hiding all quietly? First date as well? No, I know Joe. Joe came with her a little bit on the side.
Hey. Go Joe.
Don't shake your head. I saw the way you look at him. So what's your story? You can't hide from me. You know, you can't ignore me. I'm just gonna talk to you.
Do
Yeah.
you really want to hear my story?
Yeah. Well, you two look kind of casual, kind of cozy together. Is this like love at first sight or?
You don't want to hear my story.
Oh God, no! That was a horrible show. Why the hell you want to do that in the first place? I've done that once and no thanks.
Story straight.
It's just downage. Are we excited? By the way, birthday girl over here, she's made a whole bunch of pastry stuff over there. You got to taste the cooking. It's really good. After the show, because Jason doesn't want to share right now. Apparently, we might leave crumbs and get ants in the house.
I've got my broom.
Has any ladies brought their brooms with? Because Jason wants to borrow it.
Because they what?
They broom. Broom. Jason wants to borrow it. And then he's going to take you upstairs to his bed cave. Show you a good time. Oh God, no, not the Bible. Not the Bible, Jason. Not the time, not the place. When is karaoke, Jason?
At 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock. Oh God, that's a bad idea. I'll leave at 10.
The lights are here. Here we go.
Well, Jason's going to bring out the green suit as well. We're in for sure. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. Tonight was brought to you by... Where's your sign? Dude, come on.
Jason's had a haircut.
Jason, tonight's comedy show is brought to you proudly by the one and only, anytime Jason, J Craft Cabinets. If you want your kitchens done, this is your man.
You are the man.
Yeah, and he makes videos while making your kitchens. Yeah. I don't know when work gets done because it's always on video. But it does a really good kitchens. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, are we excited? Let's make some noise for the one and only, Mr. Heineken himself. Carlos! Anytime, buddy.
How's it going? Oh, fucking hell. Been spending a lot of time on Instagram lately. Seems no matter what I do on my phone, I'll always end up on there. Like, I can open up Google just to look up something simple like, what is the maximum amount of sperm? Something simple like that. And I'll always still end up straight on Instagram. Yeah, it's not bad. How you guys going? Having your own little show back there, eh? Still haven't noticed. Nothing like a middle-aged woman and a glass of red wine to fucking ruin the night. Alright, there we go. As I was saying. You're right. As I was saying. I spend way too much time on Instagram, and every time I get on there, I'm guaranteed to see at least one fucking photo of avocado on toast. Every time. Why? Why do people post this like they're fucking Gordon Ramsay whipping up a dish? It's 2 ingredients, alright?
3, butter.
Fair enough. Getting a little fancy there. Alright, but that would be like me posting a picture of fucking water in a glass and being like, oh, ta-da! Alright?
Bubbles!
And look, I know, I'm sorry, maybe some people, maybe you do post that kind of shit on Instagram, but you gotta know, no one is scrolling through their Instagram like, car, hot girl, oh, holy fuck, is that fucking avocado on toast? No way, with paprika on top, oh, I'm about to cum my pants. No one is reacting like that to your fucking photo, alright? Do you want to see how I really react to that photo? This is how I react. That's it. That's all you're getting out of me. Dude, I would rather follow one of those fake fucking Instagram accounts than follow that shit. Like,
What happens if it was on a naked lady, though?
Hey? We're getting to that. We're getting to that. I was about to ask. If it's a naked lady, I like that shit. Alright? I'm not gonna lie. I was about to get to that. Like, I can't be the only guy. When they get one of those, you know those, like, insanely hot, but clearly fucking fake girls who send you requests on Instagram? Am I the only cunt that checks that shit every time?
I'm sure you do.
I do. Hey, I know they're fake, right? I know that shit. But what if they're not? I'm not gonna take that fucking chance. Dude, what if...
Talk to them until they say...
Yeah, exactly. Dude, what if fucking Natasha 0635 from Moscow, Russia is the love of my life? You don't know. Wait, so what? She's only got 3 photos and fucking 2,000 followers. Maybe she's extraordinarily humble. Not every girl needs to post 37 photos a fucking day. Alright? I don't know where I'm going with this. But I'm fucking passionate about it, right? Settle down. Huh? Fuck donuts, alright? You've had too many fucking donuts. That Canadian club isn't even fucking open yet, alright?
It's finished, look.
Huh?
It's finished.
Good for you, put it the fuck down, alright? Get back to my fucking gig, man, alright? Start losing my place. Alright. I'll admit, maybe I just need a fucking missus, alright? Maybe that's the whole problem. That's the problem.
Yes, looks like it.
Looks like it. Look. Yeah, maybe I need a missus, you know? Speaking of not having a fucking missus, I was watching porn the other day.
Nice.
Believe it or
Too
not.
much information.
On mute. No one wants to hear that shit, right? I know. And I noticed it had fucking subtitles. Alright? And I was thinking like, is that for me? No, right? That's for deaf people. Obviously, right? That's for deaf people. And then I immediately thought, hold on a fucking second, man. How the fuck are blind people watching porn? They're not. Right? Dude, a blind person can just chuck on a fucking tennis match and jack off. And he's like, That's fucking dumb, I know. Hey, but it's fucking true. It's fucking true, right? To them, that can be just as good as fucking, The only thing that would fuck that up would be the commentator, alright? Shit, man, how much time I got? I got one more for you. Is it possible to own a 4-wheel drive without having a fucking save wedge sticker on it? We've been saving your ass for 20 years, Wedge. Get your fucking shit together, alright? Alright, that's it.
How good was that? It's only his like 10th or 11th time ever on stage. And yeah, how good was that? Yeah, it's going live. We have like 200 people. Oh no, just one. Yeah, they're watching sometimes, slowly, a little bit. Yeah, so we by the way, since obviously he's single, any single ladies? Gonna have all the single ladies. Oh, I'm not gonna sing. We're gonna have an auction at the end of the night. Oh, we should do that. Comedian auction. Jason, seriously, go get that green suit of yours. You can blend in.
That's good.
Yeah, I do not believe that. I reckon there's a little closet up there that's it's in hiding. Yes. Yes. Is that a tear in your eye? Like, do you get emotional?
I'm very emotional.
Comedy does that. Comedy does that. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention earlier. I am wearing a bit of a piece that got me into a lot of trouble. Hashtag sausage sizzle matters. Because a couple of weeks ago I was a little bit hungover and I needed a sausage sizzle. And someone heard that and they made me the shirt at work. I got it delivered yesterday. So I thought I'd wear it today. Because I need a sausage sizzle.
Thanks for that.
For what? Riveting. Do you want a sausage sizzle?
Right now.
What? Oi, I had to say it because I know there's people that gonna go crazy about it, seeing the shirt. Somewhere. Are you excited?
Very.
Okay. Sorry? I couldn't bring my magnifying glass. Sorry. Plus, I wasn't really looking, but Ginger over there, she might be your first one for that bat cave. I hope you wash that bed linen. Cool, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the one and only, the extremely funny Tabatuma!
All right, keep it going for Zhygi, ladies and gentlemen. Zhygi, RMC. All right, so this is weird. This is the weirdest fucking speakeasy, cult meeting / orgy I've ever been to in my entire life. Cult meeting? You'd rather be to a cult meeting than an orgy. You know most cult meetings end up in an orgy. You realize that, right? This place is a fire hazard on top of that. Are we squatting here? Are we... Yeah, this would be a good... premise for an orgy. No, seriously, I was just looking at it, I'm like, if a fire broke out, or if someone pulled out their balls and you're not in for the orgy, how quick do you think you'll be able to get out of this room? Like, if old maid over there, if you pulled out your balls, how quick do you think you ladies are getting away?
That's right, get him out.
Do you want to?
Get him out, Al.
I've got fire extinguishers.
That doesn't help. I've got fire extinguishers. If a person has their balls out in public, a fire extinguisher is not gonna be there. That's not gonna stop them, alright? Oh my god. So, yeah. What is this? This is, some PVC, board back here. This is nice.
Harry Potter.
Is this the god that we're worshipping, Ziggy? Is this the deity that we're supposed to bow to? Gods. What's, did you guys get a babysitter to be here?
Yes.
No? Do you have kids?
Yeah, it's got 4.
Are they at home?
2.
2 are at home? What happened to the other 2?
They're in the car.
Are they okay?
I don't see them.
They're in the car.
That's the way. Oh, you don't see them.
I don't see my boys, no.
Are they still with us?
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta ask nowadays. That was the weirdest way. I have 2 kids. Only 2 I see.
No, my 2 girls live with me.
2 girls you... Can you repeat that again, sorry?
I've got 2 daughters that live with
Miss,
me.
you're confusing me. It's the most confusing. Anyone else here have children? Yeah, how many kids you guys have? 3 kids?
Not us, just me.
Oh, I thought you guys were like a little... Like a... Yeah, like Big Love. You ever seen that show, Big Love? Give it time. Oh, so you're setting it up. You're like... You guys are going to be lucky if you want to set up a threesome. She's willing and able. God. How about you, sir? What do you what do you do for a living? Yeah. No, crawl out of here.
He's doing a runner, he's gone.
Like what?
I scare people off.
You scare people off apparently. I heard it was someone's birthday. Whose birthday is it? It's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday. And you chose to spend it...
Joe is Monday.
And Joe's Monday. Oh, that's great. You chose to spend your birthday...
I know,
Right
right?
together.
Do you have like friends that you can...
I was out with him last night.
Oh, okay. So you just thought, let me gather 25 strangers
Yeah.
in a little, This looks like it used to be an office where they used to fire people for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, I should probably get into some jokes, shouldn't I? How are you, sir? How are you? Where are you from? You seem like you're more brown than me. Yeah. Where are you from? No, it's not. No, the fact that you're like, it's not racist has immediately made it racist now. I hope you realize that. Oh my god. Or, are you India? Pakistan? Malaysia. Oh, shit, I was way off. Uncle, how long have you been here? 25 years. And then you ended up here with the rest of us. I'm just trying to get a gauge of how we all ended up here. Different walks of life. How about you, sir? I haven't seen you even smile. You've been... Oh, you just smiled then. It's like...
Elvis.
You just looked like you were getting ready to think about a shit that you took like 3 hours ago. Just like, oh, that was a good one. That was a good squeezer. Someone just threw carrots at me for some reason.
That was big.
Am I in danger? You guys realize that the times that we're in?
The missus said you were hungry.
Oh, okay. So she threw carrots at me.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't throw me off. That's fine. Anyway, yeah, from Malaysia. I'm from Zimbabwe myself. Zimbabwe. It's anyone know where Zimbabwe is?
TK.
If you don't know, it's between South Africa. It's a small place. I am WSB, as you guys can tell, white-sounding black guy. It's great. It's awesome. So it's a little bit tough. It makes dating a little bit tough because sometimes I want to date like an African chick, and I'll ask her out, and then she'll find out the way that I sound, and then she'll like dismiss. One time, this girl dismissed me in African, so I went up to a friend and I asked like, "What did she say about me?" And she said, "You know, when you take like a vanilla ice cream and you dip it in chocolate, she called you the word Ghanaian word for that. She called me a chop top." She's really fucked up because I'm lactose intolerant. And that's like the whitest disease you can possibly catch, right? There's no lactose intolerant gangsters. There's no gangbangers out there avoiding milkshakes, strawberry shortcake. Anyone here lactose intolerant, by the way? No? You drink the milk? That's fine. Every lactose intolerant person you talk to has like a World War II war story about one time they had lactose and then it didn't go their way. They almost shit their pants. I'll tell you mine. So I'm a disability support care worker. That's not supposed to be funny. And so I'm a disability support care worker. One time I was working with one of my clients, young boy, 7. He has autism, and he believes that he's a car. Yes, very cute. So when he walks around, he will be like, "I'm gonna go to the toilet." And then he'll do his business, and then he'll reverse. Beep, beep, beep. It's the cutest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. So I was hanging out with this client, and we were going for a walk in a park, and I had you see those mozzarella cheese sticks they have at McDonald's now? I was like, let me avoid them, but then the smell hit me, and the smell just hits you from McDonald's from in your car. Maybe because I'm a fat fuck, but like the smell just hit me. I'm like, oh, let me have a mozzarella stick. So then we go into line, and I start to feel a fart coming, right? So I'm like, let me just let out this fart. You know how you just let out a fart? I let out this fart. I'm like, the fart went well. This is a good fart. So I'm like, let me let out some more. So then I'm like, oh shit, I better be careful. What if people start to hear me fart? Then I'm like, oh, the lucky I'm going with this client because when he's walking around, he's going. So I just started timing the farts with his car noises. So I'm just walking behind this kid. People walking, hello, hi, how are you? Just walking behind this kid, and then the lactose intolerance kicks in. So it wasn't a shark. It wasn't a shark. It was more like a, have you ever taken a rubber glove and like pulled it out of a sink?
Oh, you get freckles.
No, and it goes. There's freckles. Yeah, so I went for a fart. I'm trying to tell you about how I shit myself. What's more interesting than me shitting myself in this little... Yeah, so...
My friend is a comedian. I've just found out. I didn't know. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Why isn't she up here? Fucking come die up here with the rest of us. So, yeah, I accidentally shit myself with my client, with my disability client. Poor kid, yeah. So I'm walking, and then I'm not proud of what I did next. So I realize that people can now smell the fact that I've shit my pants. So then I just start to pretend that me and him are the same level of... You know what I'm saying? Is that, I don't know if that's, is that bad? So as he's walking, I had to hunch over a little bit more and get these ones in. I'm not proud of it. I mean, what would you do? What would you do in that situation? Yeah, and then we got to the car, and then it was fucked up. Some lady came up to us, and she's like, hey, are you guys alright? Then I had to be like, don't worry, I'm his carer. And she's like, what? And then, don't judge me, I had to pass off the shit to him. I said, listen, he's had an accident. He's fine, he's lactose intolerant, he just had some mozzarella cheese sticks. He just likes to be a car, just leave him be, he's fine. And yeah. I haven't told, I feel like I should have told that to a priest first before telling you guys. So yeah, I'm lactose intolerant. I'm enjoying I enjoyed the quarantine, unlike a lot of people. Very difficult quarantine. It was hard to, did anyone else have difficulty with their bad habits during the quarantine? Like I had a real tough, I'm trying to quit pornography. You are too? No, I'm trying to quit pornography. It's horrible porn. So a friend of mine was like, listen, you shouldn't be trying to quit porn. You should just change the porn that you're watching. So they said, instead of watching hyper-stylized porn, that's so weird. Hey, do you guys know what's going on with this lady? Does she need to shit as well? She's like, Miss, every time you leave, it just seems like you're like having to fart. Yeah, so I'm trying to, they said that you shouldn't be trying to quit porn. You should change the porn you're watching. You should start watching amateur porn. You guys know about that? That's like people like me and you, like...
Midget porn.
Well, we don't want to know what you're watching. We don't want to hear about you. You are a midget. That's dark. Yeah, that's good. It's very clever. That was a very short punchline. That was very good.
You're nasty.
You're nasty. You're the one watching midget porn, you fuck. Calling me nasty. This guy jerking off to little people. That's gross. Come on, have some dignity. Have some... Walking around like this, and you're like, oh my god, look at that. Dirty bastard. He is a midget. That doesn't excuse it. That's gross. Are you guys seeing this? You guys back there? This poor lady is like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know you, by the way.
This show, whatever this is, has devolved. So yeah, I'm trying to okay. So I have a comment. Okay, I have a comment, and I actually want to hear what you guys have to say. Okay. Okay. So if you're gonna be having sex in your house, you don't have to clean your house because you're in the comfort of your own home.
Correct.
But if you're gonna film it for public consumption,
Make it tidy.
clean up your room. Clean up your house, right, sir?
Tell your kids that.
No one wants to see your missus getting mashed next to a dirty Macca's packet or a fucking something from Hungry Jack's, crumbs all over the floor. Right? That's so gross. Are you okay, by the way? You look like you're about to... Do you agree with that? This is the weirdest... Zhygi, this is more a conversation than a comedy gig.
Seems like it.
Hey?
It's a Q&A.
This is like a Q&A for like the dirtiest topics. So this guy likes midget porn. This guy's from Malaysia.
Is he dating your sister?
Who's dating their sister? What are you talking about, you drunk? Are you dating your midget sister as well? And your mom's a midget. I don't know. Is that bad? I don't know other midgets. I don't know it took midgets to make other midgets.
And I love donuts.
Sir, are you just saying with the first thing that comes out of your mouth?
No, it leads to something.
That's called autism, sir. You're supposed to get that shit.
I'm autistic.
And we're taking it back to the start. I'm gonna leave. This is getting out of hand. This guy's starting to scare me. This is getting super weird.
I'm gonna go
He's artistic, not autistic. He plays with donuts and he makes the hole.
If you think what he's gonna say with the anonymity of the crowd, like he has that kind of bravery, but to come up here, I'll shudder to hear what you're gonna say. He's gonna talk about more midget porn. Are you, fellow?
You're doing better.
Hang on, let me. Okay, are you? Hang on, are you guys talking? That's very rude. That's so rude. And you own the building, right?
I'm promoting you right now.
Yeah. So get your money's worth. Shut the fuck up.
The Bassendean Hotel.
Yeah. Let me just ruin my own promotion.
1st of July.
All right. Is that when we're back at the Bassendean? Please, thank God. This is brutal, Zhygi. I don't know what the fuck. Jesus Christ. What was this building before?
Sheet metal.
Sheet metal. Sheet metal whorehouse. Sheet metal.
I thought there was a smell. I thought it was Dean. Because he sharts a lot.
I have.
Miss, are you his wife? You shouldn't be outing him like that. This is my husband. He likes midget porn and he shits a lot. I love him to death.
Excuse me, that's her ex. That's her
What are you talking about? Is that your ex-husband? Well, we know why now, don't we? You're a bit too tall for this guy. Alright, that's it for my time. I'm Tom Chiba. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Thank you, Zhygi.
Dude, this is going to be the first time that I've seen exes come on a date.
I know they love each other.
Is that like a double date?
Yeah, it is actually. There's a few exes here.
And there's another one here. There's another situation.
Wait, how is that? How
She's here. She's an ex as well.
to them?
No, to this one here. This
There's hundreds of them.
I get them to stand up.
Wait. Let me get this straight. Can you stand up for a second?
I am standing up.
I am.
I'm a midget.
Okay. You were dating these two.
In the back.
Yeah, okay, so where's your partner?
But this is
Carlos, we found one! Okay, and then you were married to Kathy.
Kathy Bates.
We thought this was a swings party.
Oh, that's later, darling, that's later. That is a later thing. That's off the karaoke.
We're working on it.
That's off the karaoke, you know how it rolls. Yeah, sharing is caring. It's all about that.
Now I'm shitting myself.
Oh, wait until I introduce you to Don then. He likes to swing. You know how those Americans are. They invade anything they find they could get hold of. Yeah, invadable. Yeah, exactly. I like those words.
I'm with you.
Are you with Don though?
Good, thanks.
Don, the swingers corner here.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes, the younger version.
I thought it was. Was it?
Okay, now how is this threesome connected?
Very loving, you know. I just couldn't.
Is that exes sharing a husband? Mother and daughter. Is that like? Are you just putting out the porn? Are you just labeling the porn categories you like watching? So wait, which one's the mother? Which one's the daughter?
That's my son there. He's gone now.
It's alright, he knows he's going to be in the ship when we finish with him.
Is that like one of those sons that you can't see anymore?
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
Shit himself.
Yeah, the cheese, that's what happens. Anyways, are we ready for the very talented Mr. Aaron Smythe?
This guy's funny.
Anytime.
Hey, bring it on.
I'm gonna get another beer.
How's your hair? I like the colour. It's different.
It's natural.
It's our natural.
I'm kind of happy that I know some hairdressers in here at the moment.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Speaking of your hair.
I know. It's also natural. Alright, g'day. Now I might not be the most exciting act on tonight's list.
You're right, but you might put the microphone on, we might hear you better.
Oh, stop talking and then you'd hear us better. But I am excited to be here. Just my meds have kicked in a little early, so now I'm feeling
Sharon is caring.
This is going to be a very
Do we
easy...
have to run now? The swingers party hasn't started yet.
I was going to say, this is going to be a very, very long 5 minutes, I tell you what. Fortunately, none of you are paying for this, right?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm making power.
Yeah. So, on the positive.
It's free though.
Alright, so what was I saying? I was nervous. Not anymore. I better laugh, I'm good. I actually told my wife. Oh, fuck this. Yeah. Good night, have fun.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. I'm done. I don't know.
Is that why your wife keeps on calling me? Because you're that quick. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a quick...
I can't race fucking.
Yankee Doodle went to town. Come on. Someone will sing with me.
All right,
Are we ready? Are you finished? Yo. Jimmy, by the way. Jimmy.
Yeah.
Nick and Frank need a mic.
I got the fucking mic.
Is it ready? Good.
All right, let's do it. Fuck it, give me this thing, Zhygi.
No,
All right,
this is Jimmy.
Fuck up, this is me. All right. Round of applause for me. Fuck it, here we go. Thank you. Do you still want this thing? I'm taking over.
You can.
I love you. All right, do we need to turn this up? We can probably hear me loud and clear because I got a fat mouth. Apparently not as fat as your mouths, though. That's what my understanding is. Rumor is you're fucking up the show. That's okay. I don't give a shit. I'm louder than any cunt in the room, so it doesn't matter to me. All right, now I can't remember any of my shit, so I'm going to dock my mic, and we're going to pull this up close to my face like a pee-pee. All right, but I do want to start, but I got to tell you guys some things because I just got to make an admission to start with. That's the first thing, right? Is that because where I'm from, like I just can't stand black people. Now, when I say before we get out of control, I know there's a lot of shit happening right now, you know, but things getting out of control. But like I just can't stand black people. You know, before I say too much. I mean, I try to love everybody and stuff, but when I just can't stand black people telling me that I can't dance. Because I'm aware of the situation. Now, I know that's not the greatest joke, but I just love how everybody's assholes just went like that because you thought I was going to say fucking something stupid. All right, so I got another one, actually. So I grew up, when I was growing up, we had a black woman that lived next door. And, you know, I just want to fit in. I just want to be part of the community. So every morning when I seen her out in her yard, I'd say, "What's up, my neighbor?" Because she were my neighbor, and that just seems like the right thing to do. Now... besides you, Jason, and Joe, and Peter, and you fuckers who know me, don't blurt some shit out. But any random guesses what I do before I was a professional comedian, what I did for a living? That's it. Pig farmer is a fucking good guess. That is not too bad. Before I was a comedian, I had to talk with this accent. Because apparently it is very unnerving when your healthcare professional sounds like incest. So before I was doing this, I was a chiropractor. That's a true story. And now I'm up on stage telling jokes to crack people up, so I guess it's not that dissimilar. You should not laugh at that joke. That is fucking terrible. Why did you... is that Megan, isn't it? You shouldn't laugh at that shit. You got a terrible sense of humor. Okay, so... but a lot of people always guess that I used to be a professional chicken rider. But no, them is just my legs. That's all that is. So, fuck these... I'm trying to... What's that?
That's outrageous.
Yeah, I know. This is fucking terrible shit. Okay. No, I actually, that one is good. That one is a good one. It just would help if I did good material first to lead in rather than a shit that just tanked me, but I appreciate that. What's your name, young man?
They call me Dean.
They call you Dean. Oh, it is Dean. That makes sense then. Actually, you know what I get called? I get called Seppo. Septic tank rhymes with yank. It's the Australians' endearing way of calling me a big bucket of shit. So, now, here's what I loved about being a chiropractor. Number one, the best thing was I could actually test jokes on people all day long, so I could see if any of my shit worked. So, it's a struggle, though, when I'm not a chiropractor anymore because I can't test shit. But I love that there were certain things I figured out you could say to male clients that you cannot say to female clients. Like you have a guy on his stomach and I'm digging my elbow into his back and I'd like to say, "Take that, bitch." You can't say that to the female clients. Also, I don't know if you've seen any of these like videos online when chiropractors are working on people and there'll be some big muscular guy and you get in under here and it is just so tender. And it's just an opportunity, a big muscular guy, to just go, "Cry for me, cry baby." Hilarious. Well, I thought so anyway. And then I did a lot of things where you're testing them. Have you had that done, Dean? Have you had that? Have you been to a chiropractor, Dean? You're just a crybaby. Is that That's fair enough. So another one that I enjoy saying is when you got a big, strong guy and you're testing how strong his leg is or something like that. And he's got a problem in his back, but I know I can fix it. And I just love looking at him going, "Man, you're about as strong as my 8-year-old daughter." It's fucking funny to see him get all angry and shit. Like, "Don't worry, I'm just kidding. You can't be a pussy forever. I'll fix you." All right, now, we're moving through this stuff here. What do we got there? That one went all right. Oh, so I played footy for 8 seasons. That's where I got the nickname Seppo. And the guys, of course, they start to trust you. But I know these guys from 5 years, 6 years of playing footy with them. And a guy named fucking Dazza comes in to see me. He's the fucking blokiest fucking bloke you ever seen, right? But I know from knowing him for 5 years that he's like super homophobic and stuff like this, right? He don't want another man's hands all over his body. So he's laying on his side, and I can tell he can't relax, probably because of my erection. No. I can tell he can't relax, and it's just fantastic. You just lean in there real close, and I just go, "Come on, big fella. Just let it happen." And that was the last time I saw him. After that, it was one visit, done and dusted, but it's worth it. So, again, I love that the guys would trust me and everything. And so I was... One of my mates who knew I was a chiropractor and stuff has invited me to a guitar seminar because he played guitar, I play banjo. Not fucking surprising there, is it? Ding, 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 ding. Dave, if you hear that song after the show, I think I can outrun you anyway. I'll fucking catch you and pin you down. Fuck you like an alpaca. I'm not entirely sure you're supposed to fuck alpacas. Dave, I will blow you like an alpaca. That's uncomfortable, isn't it? Unless, yeah. Well, unless you're into alpacas. Anyway, what was I talking about? Is this the only time you've not been talking during the entire show? Is that you or who was the talking one, Peter? Come on, point. Oh, look at you, you fucking rat. Anyway, so I get invited to this show. Fucking what a retard. I get invited to this seminar, and when we're there, I pull my laptop out of my bag, and I'm there with my mate Ed. And what happens is a pair of fresh socks falls out on the ground. And Ed knows I know, stuff. He goes, "Why do you got those?" And I said, "Well, I was reading some neurology research recently, and you got these nerve receptors in your feet that if there's light touch on them all day long, you actually remember stuff better. So I change my socks every day about 1 o'clock because it'll stimulate those receptors. And the research from Yale is conclusive that your IQ will go up about 10 points, right? So about a year and a half later, I'm at Ed's having lunch. It's about 1 o'clock. He disappears into the other room, comes back. I go, "Ed, where the hell you go?" He goes, "Well, I went to change my socks." I go, "Why?" He goes, "It makes you smarter." I said, "Ed, I don't think it's making you any fucking smarter because I just made that shit up." And those are the best kind of jokes where you just say some shit and then you forget about it and then people ask you later. I love it. So another one of my favorite interactions with a client, which was accidental, mind you, but I got a big guy like Dave on the table, muscular and strapping, and they call me the law. Anyway, so he's laying on the table, and I was working on this thing called his sacrotuberous ligament, which is like right up near your asshole. And so I was loosening it up, and I thought I said to him, Tom, it's going to be a bit tight in there, big fella. But he jumped off the table because I went, it's going to be a bit big in there, tight fella. He was not keen to stick around. I love that was just accidental. Another one of my patients, Dean, used to be a professional gridiron player, right? And his knees are all fucked up from getting chop block and stuff like this. And so he thought he needed knee replacements and stuff. This is where the offensive lineman will hit you in the knees and fuck your knees up, you know. You've been there. You've been on your knees. So anyway, Dave, I'm only picking on you because you got a good sense of humor, and I'm trying to turn you on. So anyway, we're gonna jelly wrestle later. So. I was talking about Pete. Oh yeah, so Dean's knees. God damn it. So I'm working on Dean's knees, and he's screaming, and I said, "There's nothing worse than seeing a grown man cry." And he said, "Yes, there is." I said, "What's that?" He said, "Seeing two grown men kiss." It was like, I stand corrected, Dean. I do stand corrected. Let's see. We're going here. We're doing there. Good. That's good. Okay. So I had this other patient. Her name's Frances for this joke because her name's not really Frances because I'm not going to use people's real names. Though Dean's name was his real name, so I fucked that up, actually. Apparently my rules don't apply to me. So anyway, so Frances comes in, and I'm working on her, right? And I've just adjusted her lower back, and so I've had her on her side. And I said, all right, go. Here's the thing about Frances. Every time she comes in, she swears she's not a big drinker, but 4 visits in a row, she's coming in Saturday mornings, like 4 or 6 weeks between. She reckons her friends have called her, they've gone out partying, and she's like, I do not drink this much, right? But she's hungover as fuck. So she's laying on the table. I said, good, lay on your back. I turned around to take some notes. I turned back around. She's done a Harold Holt. She just fucking gone, disappeared. I go, Frances, where the hell are you? And I hear this voice go, I'm right here. And I look over the table. And she's laying on her back on the ground. I go, what the fuck are you doing? She goes, oh my God, I'm still drunk. I've been there. I said, how much did you drink? And she just said 3 words, all of it. Party animal. All right, this one's even better than that one. There's a good story. If I say it's a good story, does that fuck it up? And now there's this high level I have to achieve. I'm not going to achieve it, Dave. Anyway, so I do this thing where when people got a real fucked up upper neck, what I would do is they would be on this table that was like a chair, right? And you adjust their neck with them essentially kneeling on all fours with their head turned to the side. So anyway, I got this patient in, and I've been seeing this guy on and off for the years, and I say to him, I go, look, this is a little different. We're going to do this. And I said, you got a knee like this? I go, don't worry, it's not going to hurt. And he is flamboyantly gay, and he goes, you're a fucking liar. I've been in this position before. It always hurts. And I was telling him I was going to, hit him with my fist there, basically. Hit him with my fist. And he goes, if you could just do me a favor to make the whole experience a lot easier, instead of your fist, just warm me up with 2 fingers. I was like, you are hilarious. My favorite part is when I typed out that whole joke and I said, make this whole experience easier. I spelled it H-O-L-E, which I thought was genius. All right, so I got another patient. We're just going through clients. Are you ready? I got a few more clients. I don't know how long we going. This is pretty good. All right, am I not dying up here? So I'm having a good time. What's your name, gorgeous?
Donna.
Is it really Donna?
It's Donna, really.
I love it. I don't know why I asked your name. You just staring at me like either I'm retarded or you. Oh, thank you. I didn't know if it was pity or if you were like, oh, he's hit his head.
I'm just thinking, why do you Yankee Doodle dandies?
That's us.
Why are you here? I was just thinking.
I don't know if you know this right now, but America's kind of fucked up. You might have seen the news. They got the international news here. Yeah, but I figured that out like 15 years ago that it was fucked up. So I made an early escape. I was like, I'm getting off this sinking ship. Yeah, I tell you, because before they used to let anybody in. Now that you have to have skills or some shit, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, here we go. It's Peter. That's his name. So it's Peter. So anyway, this patient comes in. He's 72 years old Croatian guy, right? What's that? Peter's here. No, different Peter. Croatian guy, right? About 72 years old. And he's working at the spud shed. And he's telling me how he can't work anymore because he can't lift his arm and everything. And I'm like, man, we're going to get you back to being able to support yourself and all this kind of shit. And he's like, man, I really appreciate it. He says, I really appreciate it, fucking. So I get him we're going well, we're going pretty good, right? And then I see his niece maybe 3 weeks later, and I was like, man, I am so happy that we're able to get Peter back to work. She goes, why? I go, because he's old, like, you don't work, you die, you know? And she goes, yeah, that's it. You don't work, you die, but he doesn't need the money. Ask him his story. So I end up asking him his story. He says, I moved to Australia. He says, people say I'm crazy because I buy land. I go to buy the land in the Baldivis. I buy the 10 acres for $11,000, 1963. And I have to clear the soil every night, 1 hour, clearing rocks out of the soil. He said it took me 7 years to clear the rocks out of the soil by hand. Right? And then he would plant onions as he would go along. And he says, my heart is in this. Comes along, says, I want to buy your land. He says, you can't buy my land. He says, I want to buy your land. He said, no, you can't buy my land. My heart is in this land. My soul is in this land. I put my kids through school off of this land. Man says, I'll give you $6 million. He says, it's fucking yours. Fucking who wouldn't? Like, why would you stick around and pull more fucking rocks out of the soil unless you got rocks in your head? Now, this one, I've never told this on stage before, but it's a true story. I don't know, whatever. It's a good story. So this is, you get those weird coincidences, right? Like, you're driving down the road, you come to a stop sign, stop light, whatever we got here, traffic signal. And you never see the person in that car. They drive that way, you drive this way. But 4 years later, they're a serial killer, you know, or one. And most of the time, you might run into these people who never say anything. So I'm living in England, right? I come over here to Australia. I'm looking at buying a woman's chiropractic practice up in Joondalup. Now, I'm from 17,000 kilometers away from this place, right? In Davenport, Iowa, which is where I went to chiropractic college. And so I'm talking to this woman, and she says, I thought you were English because you sent me emails from England. And now I hear your accent. She goes, I've been to America before. She goes, the place is insane. I was like, what do you mean? She goes, well, I went there 10 years ago, and we went to the chiropractic college, and it was 2 a.m, and I'm at the rugby house because I know a guy who used to play rugby. And they're doing this thing called the television toss. I'm like, yeah, I'm familiar with it. They throw old televisions off the 3rd story trying to hit a bullseye that's painted on the ground. She goes, yeah, it's nuts. She goes, some asshole. She goes, I'm one of 12 people at this party. She goes, some asshole throws a television, misses the bullseye by 2 meters, it rolls down the hill. I was like, you're fucking with me. And she goes, no, it's a true story. I said, I know, because not only was I that asshole that threw the television, I was one of those 12 people at the party. Probably should have said that the other way around. So, and she's like, there's no way. I go, yeah, because I will tell you a part of the story you didn't tell. I said, when that television rolled down the hill, it hit a 93 Ford Taurus, which is really still pissing me off because that was my fucking car. What a douchebag. This is what happens when you put alcohol in me. All right, couple more. This one, I don't know. That's shit. I'm going to be honest with you. This one's going to be shit, so we're just going to fucking... Okay, no, well, I'm going to tell this is one of the... So you test him, like I was saying about testing that guy's leg to see if he's got any strength in his leg. How we going, Zhygi? Oh, that's good. As long as you're not like, hey, fuck off. It's already midnight. It's not midnight. Okay, so anyway, testing people's legs. I had a woman come in, and people are in pain and stuff a lot of times. You know, they're in pain. So I'm testing her ability to do this, which is one of the nerves, and the ability to do this, which has to do with your shoulder blade. And then I'm looking at her hand, right? I'm going to test her grip strength, right? She's got her hand like this. I go, open up. Nothing happens. I go, open up. Nothing happens. I look at her. She's going... How much pain are you in that you have mistaken me for your dentist? And I wasn't sure if she was hitting on me. I'm like, oh, she wants me to test a gag reflex or something. But you can't do that. You can't do that because there's a rule in healthcare in general. And this is a true story. Fuck your patients. Fuck your practice. That's what I love about comedy, because having sex with audience members is actually just considered, doing a favor to everybody. Don't worry about it, David. That's not going to happen. Maybe just in dreams. So, but here's why comedy is fantastic, right? I was a chiropractor for 20 goddamn years.
Were you really?
Yeah, really.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I should have been, but I'm related to pig farmers. That's why I thought it was a good guess. So, back about 3 years ago, I was doing a gig, and this is when the guys from Jackass, the Filthy Seppo tour, had come to town, right? And one of my mates, John, on the Facebook, has taken a picture of like this 3,000 seat stadium and put a caption, "Waiting for the Filthy Seppos to come on." Right? And this woman, right? This woman, Julie, has commented under it about something about the show, whatever, I don't know. And so then, like the next night, I do a show, just like with 50 people or whatever, and I go really well. And afterwards, this chick comes up to me out of the audience. And she says, and she's 23 years old, 18 years younger than me at the time. And she says, "Jimmy, I saw, your show, the Seppo thing." And I was like, "What?" She goes, "That was your show, right?" And like all the blood rushed to my knob, and I just said the first thing that came to my mind was, "Yes, ma'am." And I was like, I'm going to have to do this for my country. And I get to do it twice because I'm a dual citizen. And so I'm telling this to the lads, and they're like, "This didn't happen." I'm like, "I'm telling you, this chick wants a piece of me." And they're like, "What did she say?" And she actually said to me, "Jimmy, have you got a big dick?" And I told her the truth, which was, "No, ma'am, but it's about as thick as this accent." Still didn't pan out very well. Once she got to know me for 15 minutes, she was like, "This guy's a dickhead." I can't even. I was freaking her out because I kept saying, "You're real pretty. Can I smell your hair?" There's something about that I don't know, Donna. Women don't find that attractive. In 20 years of chiropractic practice, there was only one time that a woman broke my professional concentration. One time. And she was a 26, I think, Russian stripper. And she would say stuff like, "Oh, Dr. Kurats, you're so strong." And I was like, "You gotta fucking stop because I can't handle this shit, right? Like, I'm gonna concentrate." But she was as ditzy as she was gorgeous. So I've got her on the table, and I'm digging my thumbs into what's called your quadratus lumborum there, Donna, right? And I'm digging into it. And she stands up off the table. I go, "How does it feel?" And she goes, "Oh my God, I feel like your fingers are still in me." And it's rare that I'm at a loss for words, but I was like, "What?" And she goes, "Yes, I think I will come again." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "How is next week?" And I was like, "Oh, damn it." I thought Jesus was giving me a handball there. So that's all that ended up happening was my balls in my hand. That was how that ended. But I was like, okay. I was like, she's giving me a sniff, right? So don't hit the camera. Don't hit the camera. Come on. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's wobbly like my performance. So she's come to the front desk, and my receptionist is not there. And I'm like, she's giving me a sniff. I'm going to go for this. So this is another thing that you probably shouldn't say to female clients, but she gives me her credit card, and I go, "You mind if I tap that?" And she wasn't mad or anything. She just started laughing, and I was like, "What's so funny?" She was like, "Oh my God, I thought you were asking me on like a date." And I was like, she goes, "But you're so old." So I go, "No, oh my God, no, a date, no, like I've got a girlfriend at the time, like something obviously has been lost in translation. What I meant was, can I fuck you?" And yeah, I was hoping, but no, I tell you what, you got to treat them mean to keep them keen was apparently her rule, because she was brutal and rejected me. She said, No, I am sorry, doctor. I am only attracted to good-looking men. That's it. Thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful night.
You blocking the camera.
Hold on a second. I'm almost out of the way. Whee!
Beep, beep, beep,
That's
beep, beep. I do not know these questions. You asked me. There it is. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Smythe, are you two finished flirting or what to go? Just take up to your bat cave and get it over and done with. You know, if you want to flirt or you want to put in some tongue work, just take up to your bedroom.
Time off. Time out.
Okay, Aaron Smythe wants to go have a second shot at this. So please put your hands together, make some noise.
Go, he's good.
Come on, Ginger. Let's hear some noise for Aaron Smythe.
Didn't realise how tall you were, Zeke. G'day. You may have seen me before. You may not have. Turns out there's people who do want to listen to what I want to say. Not many. Two.
We do.
I know. The reason why is I actually suffer from social anxiety. I'm not very good around large groups of people and loud noises. It's not the best trait for an entertainer to have. As I mentioned earlier, the meds have kicked in, so I'm pretty chill at the moment. Still nervous. Actually, the first time my wife and I got together, I was pretty nervous then too. But this time I hope the last 5 minutes will be more memorable. I've actually had to research ways to reduce nervousness and stage fright. They say if you picture everyone naked or in their underwear, it can help. I don't think it works. See, I'm a very visual person, and right now I'm finding things are getting pretty hard up here. Also proof that, you know, I'm probably a guy that can come more than once in 20 minutes. See, this is good. This is the reaction I was hoping for. My wife had the same reaction the first time. Oh, I'm not even on the camera.
Is yours going on? No.
No, that was me 5 minutes ago. Shit, I'm right off my script now. It doesn't matter. All right. Have you ever done anything that you sort of instantly regret? What was that? No. You're gonna have to say that now. I'm back in my groove, so I'm like. I've been wanting my 5 minutes, and I'm still struggling as well. No. You had your chance for my 5 minutes, and from there I'm like, I'm taking control and I'm leaving.
Maybe she likes control.
So what was it you said? Sorry. You did. I'll even let you get away with that one. That's what I said before. All right. I once paid $5 to watch me perform at an open mic night. Yeah. Didn't get my money's worth. I realized from where I was standing, by the time it was my turn to perform, I could no longer watch. I feel as if I missed the best bit. I was pretty pissed. I only went because I knew I was on the list, and at the time I thought I was pretty funny. Missed the best part, yeah. I actually complained to the promoter afterwards. I said to him...
Then I told you to go jump in a lake.
He said no. He also said if it's any consolation, you didn't miss much. But then you keep coming back, don't you?
There you go.
But I don't pay anymore, so it's all right. So at least this way it doesn't get any worse for you guys either, because as I said, you're not paying either. So that's good news and bad news. Good news is I'm back. Bad news is I'm back.
Perfect.
I think becoming a father for the first time is a nerve-wracking experience. That's really pissing me off.
I don't know, Jimmy did something.
It's all about Jimmy.
Blame Jimmy. Jimmy's fault.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Anyone else have kids? Yeah? It's a nerve-wracking experience. It's one that's often met with mixed emotions. You know, fear and excitement, that sort of thing. Then come the questions. Am I ready? Can I afford this? Is it mine?
Women can't say
What was that? Women can't say things.
is it mine?
No, I know. I mean, well, there's Jesus. Yeah, too far. Although I thought I nailed that one. Sorry. Yeah. I know. Yeah. All right. I'm not religious. I'm more spiritual. Actually, lately I've been worried about the rapture. You know, the second coming of Christ. Actually, I think it's the second coming of Christ. Basically, it's for the ones that are already saved. And then I don't know much about it. As I said, I'm more spiritual. Anyways, I woke up once. This was years ago. I was a kid. It wasn't that long. I just want to be on camera. This is not working. Anyway, I woke up and I walked out into the kitchen and no one's there. And the first thought was this was rapture. And then I'm like, why didn't I go? Turns out I just slept in and now I was late for church.
I'm laughing.
I know. Like I said, I know that my wife's family is religious. They're probably watching. Sorry. I once went to a palm reader to get my fortune told. She looked at my hand and she said, "You're going to spend a lot of money on unnecessary shit." I had doubts at first, but then I gave her $80 and left. Since then, I've actually been trying to save money. Try and catch public transport wherever I go. I was lining up for a bus once. I was watching in front of me, there was this woman arguing with the bus driver, and he wouldn't let her on. He kept pointing at a sign saying no dogs allowed. I thought that was pretty harsh. She was at least a 7. But then it turns out he wasn't talking to her. He was talking about the dog that she had with him. Her. I know that was rough, eh? Dad joke. I'm sorry. I'll get back to talking about kids in a moment. Yeah, but it wasn't the dog's fault either. Can't read. Neither could she. She was blind. Eventually, he did let her on the bus. He even said, "Mind the step." In hindsight, he probably should have said steps. But fortunately, she was only on the bus for a short trip anyway. So has anyone got kids? Yeah, we'll go back to that. Let's get off of those ones. Yeah, that's pretty. It's not going anywhere. I wouldn't be saying this sort of things in front of my kids. Behind them, that's all right. Talking about your kids behind them is fine. No, becoming a father for the first time is a nerve-wracking experience. Becoming a father for the 4th time is truly terrifying.
Oh, yes.
I do have 4 kids, and they're all girls.
Oh my God.
Oh, weddings.
God, you've had it. You've had it.
Possibly, yeah. Probably explains why I don't like large groups of people and loud noises.
Explains why you've been broke forever.
Yeah. We did try for a boy. 4 times. Also found a way that almost guarantees that we wouldn't have another girl. It's called a vasectomy.
Also a truly terrifying experience and one that was met with mixed emotions. I was not excited. My wife was. She even asked the doctor if she could be the one that makes the sniff. I like that we can share those similar experiences. I mean, I got the umbilical cord. It's only fair that she gets to cut something, yeah? She didn't have to... What was that one?
As long as she doesn't overshoot.
That's exactly right, yeah. She said, oops. Yeah. Didn't help ease the tension. And now I have an unnatural fear of scissors.
And the kink.
No.
You seem to know a lot about this. She's the ex-husband of yours.
She brought us. Oh, hang on. You brought us.
If you start talking about having hairdressing stuff again now, I'm just gonna fuck off again.
She brought us. I just accused her.
I'm driving.
You're actually going back together.
Yeah.
Is that right? So this whole row is basically all together.
Yeah. And two behind. Yeah. I bought a Tarago.
You're in the Tarago. Yeah, I rocked up just after you. I've got a Tarago too. Yeah, but that's only because, like I said, 4 kids and they would no longer fit in the territory.
I've got none. Hey, nothing wrong with the territory.
If you would like a territory, another one, I have a territory. Don't want territory. Didn't want the Tarago either. I wanted a motorbike, but my wife said no. No. It would have made me look so much cooler with 4 kids though. 4 girls. I'd just be like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think I'm going over my 5 minutes and then no.
Well, it's better than last time.
I know. That's what my wife said.
You get an extra minute.
Yeah. If I do anything better than 3 minutes and not leaving you unsatisfied, I'm doing my job.
Are you happy with your wife?
Very happy with my wife. Don't ask her the same question.
If she's happy with her,
Although we do have 4 kids, so I've done something right.
not pull out.
That is it right.
She said, whoops.
That's how we got our first kid. Yeah. Whoops was the safe word. Whoops. I'm just ad-libbing right now, and I know my wife's not heard any of these jokes, but she doesn't listen to me when I say any of my jokes anyway. She doesn't. Oh, she's been watching, yeah. That's what I mean. She even said what happened before, and I was just like, ah. I'm like, I drive for 50 minutes to be here for 2 minutes. It was like,
Well, your wife says you're sleeping with a dog.
Ah, it's not nice. I actually put my dog down this week. Yeah, I know, it's been a bit of a tough week.
Too heavy?
Too heavy the joke or her? I know, that was terrible, I know. But no, I'm sorry, baby. That one, I even promised I wasn't going to say something about that, but, you know, got to pull out the big guns. She was actually a really great dog. We've had her for longer than our kids. She was our first kid. 15 years we'd had her. When I was younger, I also wanted to be a dog. My parents said I could be anything. My mum thought it was just a phase. My dad just patted me on the head and said, good boy. I was actually, what was that last bit?
You still drink milk out of the bowl.
No, that's bad for dogs anyway. It's chocolate and all that, no. And yeah, that one I should have probably listened to, but no, it doesn't matter. Anyways, no, I wanted to be a dog. That's a true story. I actually did want to be a dog. I was really convincing. No, I did. Seriously, I was very convincing. I could sit and stay by the time I was 3.
Cock in your leg.
Yeah, marking my territory. We're called that toilet training, but every time we'd go to the shops, I would just sort of run up to strangers and start licking them.
Like a battery.
They didn't lick your balls.
Don't think I didn't try. I'm 38 and I'm still trying that. I'm getting better.
The enigma.
It's just... this could go into so many directions, couldn't it? But yeah, we're starting to talk about the kink we were mentioning earlier. It goes in all different directions anyway. But by the time I got to 15, I realised I had a problem. I'm 105. That's dog years. Yeah. No. Oh man, you're being nice. A minute ago, I'm like, nah, fuck this, and now it's getting compliments. Ah, good. I am 105 from now on. This is gonna be good. I don't know if that's gonna go on my bio, but on my license. It's not on my license.
On your tombstone.
On my tombstone, forever 105. But yeah, it could have been the same time my parents probably thought about either getting me sterilized or put down. I think they wanted grandpuppies, so that wasn't going to work. Every morning and night just before bed, I'd be scratching at the door to be let out. Caught me on the table once. Oh no, really?
Yeah, I'm thinking of her dogs when you're talking about dogs. I just think about her dogs.
I'm sorry. No. I did that. That's shopping senses. This is great. You know, or whenever the conversation's going too long, you know how dogs always do that, right between you? Yeah, I did the same thing.
Did you leave a trail though?
Clean up in aisle 7. I got caught on the table once. My dad just said, down. Then he hit me with a newspaper. I was going to say, I'm going to have to head off in a minute anyway. Well, actually, probably 3 minutes ago, but that doesn't matter.
Like 4 minutes.
4 minutes ago, you know. Well, it was only going to be 5 minutes the first time I was on. Now I'm having to overcompensate.
You got 7.
7 minutes. Hang
You got a stick?
I bit the postman once too, actually. By this time it's gone too long. My parents have just gone, no, that's enough. That's enough. Plus it wreaked havoc on my mum's allergies. Anyway, I am going to leave you with that one because I believe there's going to be someone that's better than me that's coming on next. I hope. I've done it twice already, so yeah, I'm good. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. My name's Aaron Smythe. I'm pretty sure I'm having a good night. But I am heavily medicated. Good night.
What medicine are you on?
Valium.
Valium's good. I'll take some. You got any? Oh, got me all excited for nothing. Cool, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for the final act of the night? Sorry? You want chump?
Eddie Chump. Sneaker play.
Eddie Chump.
Yeah.
Then what sausage sizzle?
Sausage sizzle matters. Don't you forget that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Let's make some noise for the one and only Mr. Are we going deaf? Come on, make some noise for Nick the Noise and Frankie Rooster.
Well, good evening and welcome to Please Explain. My name's Zhygi Clark, and on tonight's show we have one of the most sought after guests in the world today. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a scene right here, Mr. COVID-19. Mr. COVID-19. That's it. I'm right up here on the stage there, Mr. COVID. Mr. COVID-19. I need to watch a step there, Mr. COVID. So, welcome to the show, but I think you're going to need to take off your mask. Yeah, you need to take off your mask while we do this interview. There you go. Well, welcome to the show, Mr. COVID-19.
Thank you very much, but there's no fucking COVID-19.
Oh, just COVID-19, is it?
And if you're going to slap a pronoun, I'd rather use the term cisgender fluid.
Oh, cisgender fluid COVID-19.
Camera. And it's just COVID, by the way, just fucking COVID.
Oh, just COVID?
Yeah, it's like David with a C, it's just COVID.
Oh, okay. All right, COVID. Well, I guess, look, one of the things we should clear up right away is your genealogy. Just who are you, COVID-19?
Well, that's a very good question, Eugene, and thank you for asking it. My fucking dar's American, and my ma, she's Chinese.
And yet you have an Irish accent.
I'm not quite sure what happened there. All I know is I mutated in an Irish chap on a bus in fucking Dublin.
Now, I believe it is disability of yours to spread rapidly that has health authorities around the world really concerned.
Yeah, is gain of function kicking in again, Eugene? It's like an involuntary fucking spasm I have no control over at all.
Well, gain of function. Can you explain gain of function to our viewers here?
Oh, Eugene, I'd love to. Well, you see, I'm just doing my job as a covert coronavirus person type fucking virus. And I can't do this when I'm laughing. I'm just fucking going about my job as a covert. And I wake up in a fucking test tube, and I've got these ugly fucking stupid fucking protrusions all over me.
Well, you are a virus. Quite frankly, on you, that don't look that bad.
Oh, thank you, Eugene. Look, it's like I've been abducted by aliens, and all of a sudden I've got these viral fucking superpowers.
Viral superpowers? What do you mean by viral superpowers?
Well, Eugene, I'm fucking faster. I'm stickier. I'm more contagious. I'm stronger than I've ever been. And now I can jump 1.5 fucking meters.
That is very impressive for a virus, I must say.
Well, before the mutation, I was struggling to get 0.5 of a fucking meter.
So you're saying that with each mutation, as you go forward into the future...
That's right, Eugene. I could be a viral Olympian.
Is that right? You're suggesting then that with each successive generation, you're just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger?
Indeed I am, and don't get me started on reproduction. Do you know how fucking hard it is and how much it hurts to break yourself in half?
No, I've never had that pleasure.
Fucking hurts.
Look, should we, COVID, be worried about your rate of reproduction?
Look, Eugene, I'm a viral nymphomaniac and I'm having a fucking while of a time. There's nothing to worry about at all.
So is a hedonistic lifestyle something that you aspire to?
Well, Eugene, all work and no play leaves Jack a dull boy, as I say. You know they do.
Is that right? Well, you seem to be a very cocky young virus.
Well, thank you, I am, yeah. Don't make me laugh.
You seem to be a very cocky young virus, and look, is there anything you are afraid of there, cisgender COVID-19?
Well, the only thing I really am afraid of is soap. That's why I keep mine in a hazmat bag.
Just soap?
Aye, my soap. Oh, and the Collingwood fucking football club. They're fucking frightening, they are.
Oh, that's terrible, that is. Look, questions about your origin persist and fail to be abated.
Indeed they do.
So the question is then, do you have an animal zoonotic origin?
Eugene, you're full of fucking good questions. That's another fucking good question. Look, there's lots of rumours about the Chinese wet markets and bats and Batmans and all that shit. It's all fucking shite. There's no truth to it at all.
And yet I believe you can speak fluent Chinese.
Oh, Eugene, it's actually Cantonese.
Oh, Cantonese.
Ni hao, buka chi, se se ni hao ma. Jin da wa, gai xin da mo.
Well, you are a very, very unusual virus there.
Oh, fucking am.
So, you are a very unusual virus, I say.
I am. I've got a really hot date tonight.
Have you?
I have got a hot date.
I was wondering when you was going to come to
I
that.
know, I've nearly forgot that one. I had a fucking hot date.
So how does one virus meet another virus in your viral world?
Oh, that's easy, Eugene. I'm losing my Irish accent. That's easy, Eugene. It's through RSV.
Oh, you mean RSVP?
No, RSV, Randy Single Viruses. It's a special website for single pathogens. It fucking is.
Now, look, I believe that you are an unusual virus, and I believe you have these extraordinary vocal talents.
You see, before the Irish chap, I was in a fucking truckie from Darwin.
Oh.
He was a Big Mac.
really?
Why is this fucking speaker working? Do you have any cuts or abrasions in you? It's getting a bit fucking cold out here.
This is all very interesting, but unfortunately we've run out of time, and until next week, when we once again speak to the world's most sought-after guests. I'm Eugene Clark, and it's good night from us.
I'm fucking out of here.
Thank you very much. Good night.
How good was that?
Watch out, no one gets splinters tonight.
How good was that, eh? Everyone enjoyed that? Did you learn a lot about the COVID and what not to do and important educational stuff? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end. If you enjoyed it, I know you enjoyed it because I've seen some tears and whatnot. There's cake out there for the Joanne and Joanne catering team, and I've actually had some of Joanne's pastry stuff, and it is amazing. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you all again. And we are back at Best Inn Hotel as of the 1st of July. So, hope to see you there. Thank you very much. Have a great night, guys and ladies.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, we're trying to.